My name is Sbonelo Ngcobo. I come from KwaZulu-Natal, which is another province here in South Africa. I actually heard about GWC from my pastor, who really recommended it. And the reason why I chose GWC was because it teaches you Greek and Hebrews, and also it has a library which is full of so many helpful resources for Christian ministry. What I'm hoping to do after GWC is to go out, especially in the townships of South Africa, and plant more churches for the glory of God. What I've gained from community here at GWC has been really the support for my assignments, and also for social experiment with other people. So it has helped me to meet lots of different people, a lot of Christian people who actually encourages us in our spiritual walk. There is also something called fellowship group, which is actually where we meet and we discuss and pray with one another. Okay, face-to-face is very helpful because one, it helps you to focus in class. Unlike if you are in your room, there's always something that disturbs you in your room. So face-to-face is very helpful because you have the lecturer, you can always ask, and also if you're unclear, you can always go afterwards and meet him. Whereas online has its own technical difficulties, and also sometimes it's just hard to keep concentration while you're in your room. The course that has impacted my learning and my knowledge about Jesus Christ deeply has been Hebrews. The reason for that is because Hebrews has taken me through the Old Testament, even though it's a New Testament, and it has explained how Jesus fulfills and is even more than the law and the prophets of the Old Testament. Going from in-person to online and then in person again has been tricky for us as students, because we have had to sacrifice more of the other things, and also more modules have been reduced. The credits have been reduced immensely, and this actually means that now our credits are lower than they should have been. But the good side of it is that is to know that the GWC community, the faculty, and the principal is thinking about these things, and he's actually taking measures to protect us from corona. For me, the library is very important, especially for my studies. But sometimes when you come in here, you get so bogged down that you end up reading so many other books. So it actually calls for self-control. But one of the books that have captured my readings these days is Encountering Theology of Mission by Craig Ott and other guys. So one of the articles that really captured my reading and my thoughts these days, especially from this book, was the one about how we as evangelicals can relate to other Christians in the world. Living in a community, especially here in GWC, helps you to remember that Christianity is not only about studies and looking at your books, but it's also relational. So it has helped me a lot in thinking about how to relate with other people, especially as it is a diverse community. You are able to relate with people from different backgrounds and people who think differently than yourself, and to be able to grow, learn, and also be able to tolerate one another in a Christian way. There are a lot of social activities that are happening here at GWC, and we are very grateful for them, because during this time of lockdown, you actually find yourself being lonely or hiding in your room. So one of the social activities that I'm so much interested in is soccer, and I am a goalie, actually. Fellowship group is a safe space where students and faculty members come together to actually encourage one another. It helps in the side of spiritual support and also social support, where we have to sit down and pray for one another, encourage one another, especially with the struggles that we each personally go through. There have been times here at GWC where you feel lonely and you feel like you are so discouraged and you don't want to continue. But fellowship, that's where fellowship group comes in, because they actually help you to pray and also to grow in your Christian walk.